minute to tell me about how the people of Ningo-Prampram feel about the E-Levy, for example.
Well, in all honesty, I would not say that I have held public engagements.
Right.
But what I've done is had individual conversations. I've had calls from constituents. I've been in the constituency over the weekends, and you have people come to into it. If you accept the E-Levy, we'll fight with you. I mean, and so what I can say from the sense of the interactions I've had with people, even though there's been no structured town hall engagement, but we've been meeting people, been at funerals, been at church programs, and everybody seems to be telling you, they're either giving you a thumbs up for what we've done so far to stop the E-Levy, or I'm yet to see any constituent of mine who's called me to or sent me a message to say, please go and pass the E-Levy. None, not even one, so far, yeah.
So for you, for that little bracket of analysis, it tells you that your constituents are very firmly, at least those you've spoken with, are very firmly against this.
Absolutely, because it is going to affect the way of life of many of those people. Take, for example, this is someone who is a pensioner. His son is working in Accra. If his son were to send him some amount of money, above 300 cedis, he's diabetic and he has BP, to buy his medication. I mean, the son has managed to squeeze to send him 300 cedis. Medication for his life. You're going to be taking out of that money for him. When his son sends him the money, you take 1.75 out of it. When he goes to the pharmacist to buy his medication and wants to pay by Momo, you want to take 1.75 out of it. But his medicine costs 300 cedis. So how does he, it means he's going to have to reduce the medication he buys for a month, which is supposed to be 300 cedis. Maybe now he's going to be taking only 25 days worth of medication instead of 30 days because of the 1.75, which is when he's paying the pharmacist another 1.75 on the same money, 3.5%.
That is if, so 1.75, of course, now we know Ken Ofori-Atta, finance minister, has been talking about 1.5. But let's even assume it's 1.75.
So that's, no, even at 1.5.
If he doesn't make the payment from his mobile money, if he has cashed out, he wouldn't have to pay the other 1.75%. Do you get it?
Look, at the end of the day,
no, pay an extra 1.75.
Who says the cashing out is not going to attract 1.5%?
I am saying that after cashing out, you mentioned
when you are cashing out,
ways.
Yes, but the point is when you are cashing out, there's also a deduction. Every transaction. So that's what I'm saying. So even when he goes to cash out, he's going to pay the 1.5 as well. No, it's the same thing. No, it's the same thing.
How is it the same thing?
I said 3.5%. Let's even say 3% because it's 1.5 that has been announced now. 1.5 when it was sent to him, 1.5% when he's paying with Momo. If he's not paying with Momo and he goes to an agent, and he goes to an agent to cash out, that transaction is also charged 1.5%. So it still means that when his son sent him the money, 3%.
The back end, right.
Still 3%. Whichever ways you go. Look, it's a pickpocket tax. It's a pickpocket tax. Once there's money in your wallet, the government is picking your pocket. I mean, our government is so desperate. They've resorted to
harsh words. I mean, we know when you refer to someone as a pickpocket, you're basically impugning thievery on government. That's what you're saying.
But government is stealing from the people.
You know that government is stealing from the people.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click the bell icon and get notified every time we share something interesting. We would love to have you on there.
Super Hits Radio. Joy 99.7.